G'day, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jensen, this is Jensen M. We're back with the Zook. We're getting some work done on the Zook. We're gonna degrease the chassis, get it looking schmick again. Just pulled the whole wiring loom off, so now it's looking a bit more tidy, which is very nice. This is the engine here. For any of you guys that don't know Suzukis, this is a 2-stroke. You can see here, 539cc, 3-cylinder engine. So I might even get to pulling this out. So yeah, let's get back into the Zook build. Alright, so we've rolled the Zook out the front. What we've done for now is just the pre-soak. We've got this stuff here called degreaser. So what we've done is just gone over where there's some grease and stuff and just pre-soaked it, so that that way it can get in that grimy stuff and we can then go through and blast it off. So we're just going around and do that. So then we'll let it sit for a little while, have something to eat, you know, have a snack, and then go and blast it off and make this thing look schmick. Alright, so we just quickly washed it. I didn't film it because the old faithful car shop wasn't being as faithful as they say it is, but it's all nice, somewhat clean. Alright, so there's some cool spots where you can see just like labeling and stuff, which is kind of cool. So like in here you see lj50 there, then I think that's the engine number. This has all come back to a nice color, so that's like kind of nice to see it lactate again. And I think it's time for the engine to come out, which will be fun. Hopefully it'll be light enough that we can just lift it up with no worries, or we might split the gearbox and engine and then take the engine out. For those wondering, no water got into the carburetor because we made ourselves a nice little top hat thing. We did the same with the fuel up the rear. We just got the fuel cap and then chucked some tape on it. Doesn't actually look that bad. So yeah, you can see there's no water in there, that's just fuel. So we're all good, we're all schmick. So let's get this, what do you call them again? Engine, that's right, let's get the engine out. Alright, this car is the easiest car in the history of cars to work on. Like seriously, it hasn't fought us one bit. Every bolt and nut and just everything we've undone has come out with ease. You know, we've taken the right precautions to do so. Of course, we've used contact cleaner, WD-40, and then rust releasing agent. Don't know why I said contact cleaner, that's for electronics, but yeah, rust releasing agent and WD-40, and it's all come off like this. It all came off. So engine gearbox are off. As you can see, there's usually supposed to be that there. Exhaust of course came off too, that's sitting there. Transfer case, we just felt like it and took the transfer case off. Just meant drive shafts are also off. So right now this thing weighs next to nothing. It's probably like 100 kilos or something. It's light as. I could probably try lift it if I wanted to. Yeah, I recommend to anybody, if you want to try cut your teeth on a car, I reckon you get one of these. Now we're getting to getting this chassis nice and painted. Alright, so what we're doing now is just pulling all the shocks out and stuff like that. I've got one here. The reason we're pulling them out is because they're shot and it's just binding a fair bit, so these old things will come out and eventually we'll put some nice new ones in. Luckily they're not too expensive, the new ones. It's like 200 bucks for a whole set, which is awesome. Right, so in front of me I have a list of assorted parts and things we're going to use to get this chassis nice and clean. So starting this side, work across, just wire brushes, we bought a new set so that we got everything, and we'll just go with the old Ryobi and work across the whole thing and try to get it a bit smoother. Then for just cleaning stuff if we need to, we've got this set of brushes. This one's a bit more bristly, so it might get some more gunk off, and you know, these are washable whereas those aren't. And then this one's a corded speed control one, so I can set a different speed instead of just having to hold this the whole time. So I might end up using that. Right now I think I'm just going to stick with this one and get into getting the chassis looking schmick so we can paint it. Alright, so what the plan is you can see we've got our chassis right here. What we're going to do is just go along with the brush and try to get all this icky stuff off and try to reduce it not to bare metal, but just to be a nice clean flat surface, so that when we do paint on it, it'll look a lot better. So basically what you do, you need your safety, oh that didn't go well, you need your safety glasses because these bristles can fly off and get in your eyes, and you'll just go along and just do that. It'll move around a bit on you, whichever way you want to do it, but yeah, get working on it. Right, so with 2 minutes of work, not even 2 minutes, that's already come up to, well, pretty good in my eyes. It just, I want to see if I can go over with this, because it might be a bit nicer to it. The only thing I am worried about is there's a little bit of a dimple in there, but I think if I feel on the other side, yeah, it's the same on the other side. So it's one thing, if you're doing chassis stuff and you feel something there, go to the other side, and if it's the same thing on the other side, it should mean that it actually was a factory imperfection. But actually that's come up really nice, it's a lot better than that. Alright, so it is day 2. We've gotten a fair bit of stuff done on this side at least. But so you can see now the L chassis looks a lot better than it did before. For some reason this is bare metal, and then this is painted, and then it's like the front's paint, like there's spots where it's painted in this weird sort of tar type stuff, which the wide brush doesn't want to pick off, but then you go at it with a spatula and it's like, yeah, okay, I'll come off no problems. So it's sort of like acting a little bit weird, and it's a little bit time consuming with the spatula going on it. I think that's sort of like some of the stuff there, so it's like sort of sticky still, so the wire brush doesn't really want to take it off, but the spatula's happy to. So yeah, it's a bit time consuming getting that done, but we'll get into it day 2. Alright, so what we're doing now to get better access to everything across the chassis is we're going to take the diffs and leaf springs out. They'll come out together, so hopefully we'll just be left with this nice chassis sitting there. So we'll get into that now. Alright, so behind me, and I'm hiding it from you on purpose, is our chassis. I'll just show you how bare bones we took it, because we did not intend to do this in any way whatsoever. We weren't even planning on pulling the bloody engine out, let alone just any of it. But now we've gone to bare chassis, like hard lines. There's nothing else that can actually go on or off, just full stop. So yeah, I'll just step away. This is our chassis. I'll just do a quick demonstration of how light it is. With one hand, I can lift up the whole front of the chassis, and it takes 2 people just to quickly plonk it up and just bloody move it over. And this will give us the best access to everywhere. Alright, so what we're using for paint is this metal cover epoxy enamel matte black paint. I originally wanted to go gloss black, but with gloss black you see a lot more of the imperfections, and well, it's got a lot of factory imperfections at that too. Anyways, matte black paint that is rust preventative, because we don't want any more rust coming through. Luckily this chassis is solid, there's no real rust apart from a little bit of surface rust, but that's all being ground back. So yeah, enamel. So yeah, we got 2 tins of that. Hopefully that'll cover the whole chassis. Alright, this is the yeah, okay, so this is the gloss one. Gloss black. This one's Pour 15. It's top coat. No need for primer or undercoat, and rust preventative or permanent protection. Hopefully once this is all nice and sealed, that should mean no more rust will come from it until a long time down the future, down the line. We're gonna get this painted. I'm really stoked. This is really inspiring, and hopefully it's good to get myself back inspired into the build, because we sort of sat to the side for a little while, which isn't good, you know. So it's good to be inspired back in this car and get it done. But yeah, without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow, and we're getting the painting the bloody thing. See you. Alright, so we've gone over, just earlier this morning, we went over with the wire brushes and spatulas just to get the rest of it off, and we went over and wiped it all down with thinners, and then just now we gave it a quick blast with some air just to make sure that there's no dust on it. So now we should be good to start painting it. So without further ado, let's paint this thing. Alright, so I just got a new kit of cool stuff for the GoPro, and what came with this was this really cool head mount here, so I can actually control it from my phone. You can see it's a bit behind, but at least maybe we'll get some cool shots of us brushing the car. So yeah, without further ado, let's roll the head mount montage of painting this beast. Alright, so there we have our chassis. It's painted. It looks like an actual chassis, not just a rusty piece of junk. It actually looks like something that would go under a car and keep a car driving. We had this paint that we used, which I already showed previously. Metal cover, epoxy enamel paint, matte black. The reason we went for matte black is because we want there to be sort of some contrast between different parts. So the tank that's over here is going to be gloss black, and some other parts will be gloss black, so that there's some contrast on the chassis. Even though it's pretty much hidden, it's nice for there to be some contrast. And also we did it with a brush just so we could just get like I don't know why we did it with a brush, to be honest, but it's nice. Anyways, chassis is painted. With that, I wanna, wait, no, some doesn't feel right. Yeah, that's a bit better, I reckon. Alright, so with that, thank you so much for watching the video. Please do like this video. Comment down below. Do you like it? What would you have done stuff differently? I'm sure there's a lot of different methods to painting a chassis, even getting it sandblasted. But yeah, like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe so you can see more, hopefully awesome content such as this. But yeah, Zook chassis painted. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.